Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Star Creed, and this is the second of the three show game matches of Gamescom 2010 between WhiteRa, as a Protoss Red player here, and the Blue Terran player Strelok. Now if you haven't watched the first game, you should probably go watch that game first. If you have, you're in the right place. Now, this time this map is Metalopolis, and they have spawned at close positions. So, looks like WhiteRa is going the typical build yet again. And I would guess the same for Strelok, yes. The supply depot going down. And last game, we saw WhiteRa scout, I believe, the wrong way 2 times. So I think he's going to do the same thing again this time. And looks like Strelok is going to build a barracks. Yes, he is. But he's not going to wall off. Looks like Strelok is not a walling off person. He didn't do it last game, so he's not doing it this game either. And we do see a gateway being warped in, chrono boosting the Nexus. Probes are being pumped out, and looks like WhiteRa does realize that he did scout the wrong base for the second time, so he is going to move that probe out of the way. And it looks like just in time, Strelok is now going to scout. And they are probably going to meet on the way. The scouts, yes, they are. And it looks like the probe is going to attack the SCV, but decides to move away. And the SCV is going to scout the wrong way yet again. The barracks almost being done as the probe comes in. And the orbital command is going up, so the probe is going to see that. Refinery is up also, and 1 Marine being produced. And we do see this pylon at this strategic position right here. Not only can he spawn units right there, but with this pylon he can easily see when Reapers are coming, if there will be Reapers, when Reapers are jumping up this area right here, because on Metalopolis, Reapers abuse this position so much right here. And it looks like we do see a fast cyber core going down before another gateway. So 1 gate, 2 cyber core, so he's probably going for some kind of gateway build, fast warp gate, I presume. And for Strelok, we do have 2 Marines and an orbital command. Don't see any more barracks go down or an add-on. Looks like that probe is doing some kind of dance over there. And this SCV is probably going to build a, but yes, he is going to build a bunker to protect his main. But we still do not see any add-ons on the barracks. Meanwhile, Warp Gate has started being researched. I don't see the Chrono Boost being used, but as soon as the energy returns, he will probably use that Chrono Boost. And it looks like those 2 Zealots are guarding the choke, preventing anything that would try to get up his ramp. The bunker being finished. Looks like another, whoa, starport. Where is the, wait a second. There was a factory here, a proxy factory here, and wait a second. If he built a proxy factory here, that must mean, let's take a look at his view. He thinks he hasn't scouted this base or this base. So he thinks WhiteRa is here for some reason. I don't know why he did that without scouting for certain. That's not a very good idea. For some reason, he thinks WhiteRa is right here, so he's going to proxy with Hellions to his mineral line. But little does he know that WhiteRa is actually on the other side of the map. And another gateway and a robotics facility going up for WhiteRa, so he's probably going to produce observers like he did last time. Do not see anything being produced out of the starport yet. But wow, This factory. And it looks like this SCV is going to get a look inside that base and realize that WhiteRa is not in that base. So that SCV is going to go down and try to scout into WhiteRa's base. But I don't know why Strelok did that without confirming that WhiteRa was on the top right hand corner. And it looks like this SCV is trying to get into the base, but he is not going to be able to because of these zealots. But did he see the robotics bay? No, he did not get a chance to see the robotics bay. He does not know of the observers. We do see the tech lab being put on, or rather, the add-on being switched onto the starport, and the starport is producing a Banshee, and meanwhile the command center is going up, which means he is going to throw down that expansion, most likely going to be the natural. And this proxy factory, that wasn't exactly a proxy, is going to fly by back to home, back to the main. Meanwhile, these two Hellions are going to try to harass these zealots, but looks like one zealot getting a little off track there. But these Hellions are going to prevent these, or the Stalker is going to prevent these Hellions from causing significant damage, and a little misclick probably, and WhiteRa is going to lose that one zealot. But now there is a sentry, and he can force field off the ramp, so... And it looks like... Yeah, here's the observer, there it is. So it looks like the observer did get a chance to go look inside Strelok's base, and he did see those Banshees flying. So looks like WhiteRa is going to position his observers and the Stalkers to protect his main from those Banshees. Looks like WhiteRa really loves to use those observers, and it's a great idea too. Looks like these Hellions are trying to destroy that probe. It's a great idea to use observers because if the enemy doesn't notice it, it's free intel right there. It's like, as someone quoted, it's like Protoss map hack, basically. And looks like these two bunkers are being erected to protect his natural, and the SCVs are being maynarded. Bunker is going to be salvaged. Looks like more Banshees on the way, and even a Raven. Quite interesting. Let's take a look at the Protoss base. He does have 3 warp gates and 1 gateway on the way. A robotics bay, probably producing observers. I don't think. Oh, he did produce an immortal, so I don't think he's going Colossi or anything of that sort. Anything of the higher robotics tech is what I meant. And looks like more barracks being erected for Strelok. He is going infantry heavy. We will see what he decides to do with these Banshees once he's... I'm guessing he's probably going to move out and try to harass the main of Strelok with the Raven, the support of the Raven, but looks like WhiteRa has erected a Stargate. So this observer knows, you know, everything that's going on in Strelok's base right now, so he can create the right counters that he needs to, and that's why he's getting the Stargate. Oh, and it looks like the Raven did spawn, so when the Raven is close to the observer can be seen. So WhiteRa doing a good job to micro that observer around there, and it looks like, but he did notice with that observer the Ravens and Banshees are moving out, but these Stalkers and Observers are going to be ready for the attack. Stargate finishing just in time. And Strelok now sees the Stargate. He's just trying to do some damage here, but these Stalkers are not allowing these Banshees to get any closer. And it looks like the Stargate is producing a Phoenix to deal with these air units. The Phoenix would be a great counter against the Banshees and the Ravens, so they are forced to retreat. the starport back on the reactor now. I